Here's to looking exactly like Brad Pitt with my new makeover.
Kudos to your style consultant.
He's gay. I got a gay one.
Your style consultant?
Yeah. Oh my God, this actually reminds me of my consultant.
Is that how he receives payment?
You know what, bro? So you know that I'm going around the world, right?
Yes.
Right now I'm touring the world as a Brad Pitt impersonator.
Sure, yep.
I think because I'm a white guy, if I ever went over to like Asia, they might actually think I'm Brad Pitt. Because
Really?
think about it. I'd be way taller than most of them.
Even at 5'4"?
Yeah. Blonde hair, dude, and shades. Nobody wears shades in China.
I see.
They don't have to. So they would probably think I'm him. Because you know how we say like all Asians look alike? They probably think we all look alike.
Sure.
So who's to say that I don't look exactly like Brad Pitt to them?
Describe to me, if you will, what that would sound like if one of them saw you in the street and thought you were Brad Pitt.
Oh, it's very obvious what it would sound like. First they go, and then they'd point at me and they'd be like, Brad Pitt.
Who was your first childhood crush?
I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm not joking about this. I'm pretty sure it was Sean Cassidy.
Partridge Family?
That wasn't Sean Cassidy. That was David Cassidy. Sean Cassidy and his brother, I think, had a group, but my sister had Sean Cassidy's album cover. They were in the Hardy Boys. Sean Cassidy, I believe, was on the Hardy Boys.
Okay.
I could be getting this all screwed up. He looked exactly like a hot chick on the cover. So I'd always go in there and look. Plus, Sean could be a girl or a guy.
All right.
Plus, wasn't able to read until I was 24. I just thought it was a girl.
Okay, so you were attracted, you had a crush on Sean Cassidy because you thought Sean Cassidy was a female. You didn't have a
Yes.
crush knowing that it was a boy.
And if you put the picture of his first album cover up here,
Right.
everybody will see what I'm talking
Sure.
about. It was unnerving, to say the least, once I got older and realized he was a guy. I think this is the first time I'm confessing it.
Well, thank you for coming out.
So does that count as my first crush?
Sure.
Oh my God.
But I've had a similar situation because we have been rehearsing at my buddy Roger's house, and he's got a lot of rock and roll memorabilia. And when we leave rehearsal, I go by this framed poster and I'm like, wow, that chick's really hot. It's an older poster. It's from like the 80s. And then one day I'm like, who is this chick? Turns out it's David Coverdale.
What?
Yeah. My bandmates agreed. They're like, yeah, look at that hot chick. And we're like, oh shit, that's a dude.
And the same type of phenomena happened with the Poison debut album. They all look like chicks.
And they had a lot of makeup on and big teased hair.
Yes, and I was convinced that Bret Michaels, which Bret is also a woman's name.
I can see that, yep.
I
sure.
was like, I gotta fuck this Bret Michaels.
So what did you do?
And I bought it on LP, right? And took the record out, and you know that little hole, like right in the middle that you
Sure,
put on
yeah,
the
for
record
the spindle,
player?
yeah.
I fucked that
I see.
over and over and over again.
Right.
And I
Did you-
kept making the record skip. That would make me come.
Right. Did the hole get any bigger over time?
No, I didn't need to. I actually had some space left in
I
that
see.
hole.
Sure. Made your balls nice and smooth.
Yes. Who was your first crush? It wasn't David Coverdale.
No, he's my latest crush.
Okay.
Well, I was into girls from a very young age, so I'm not sure.
Aren't
but
you still into girls at a very young age?
No, I have to maintain a distance of at least 100 feet.
100?
Yeah.
Try 300 for me, dude.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's because every time you offend, the distance gets greater and greater.
But they have no idea how far I can shoot cum, so still making some contact. So did you answer the question?
Wilma Deering.
You had a crush on someone named Wilma?
She was on Buck Rogers.
Oh, with the blue eyes. Was she
Yes.
also on Silver Spoons?
Yes, she was. But
Okay.
remember, she was played by Erin Gray?
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of. Aaron Gray.
Yeah, she was on Buck Rogers in the 21st century.
I liked Buck Rogers.
Did you?
Yeah, behind closed doors, I'd call him Fuck Rogers.
Do you know that the opening for our podcast is from Buck Rogers?
It is?
Yep.
With the people dancing?
That's what it's from.
Oh, shit. You just dried up every girl's pussy that's watching this right now, which is probably none, but
I have that effect.
you make my ass wet, though, if that makes you feel any better. Oh, did I tell you I started doing some charity work?
No, tell me about that.
Oh, this is really good, and I suggest everybody do this. So I go around to nursing homes, and I go in and I usually find some of the uniforms hanging up somewhere.
All right.
So I put it on and dress like I work there. And then I go into random rooms and just read the names on the doors.
Sure.
And I'm like, oh, Mr. Herbertson, guess what? You're going home today, buddy. Your family's here to pick you up. If you could see the look on these people's faces, I mean, think about it. They've been there for a couple years, just totally forgotten about.
Sure.
For that next 10 minutes, they are so happy. I mean, it's really something else, dude.
How do you know when their family is coming to take them home?
Huh? No, you're totally missing the point. Their family's not coming to get them. I'm just saying that, these are people that have been in these homes just kind of stashed away and forgotten about.
So you're lying to them to give them 10 minutes of unmitigated joy and hope.
But yeah. Think about it. Do they have any joy or hope throughout any day? So this 10 minutes where I tell them that they're going home.
Sure.
They're ecstatic.
On the last episode, you told me all about your great invention, Fuck a Cup.
Yeah.
Then you called me this weekend and you said, don't do it. It's a bad idea. Something horrible happened. What happened?
You know how I was saying that you take a cup, you put 2 sponges in it, then you take a plastic bag and you push it down inside the cup to make smooth walls in the cup?
Sure, or in this case, I think you said saran wrap, but yes.
Yeah, well, this, in my case, was a bag, okay, from like Marshall's. So I was in a frenzied masturbation session.
All right.
And what I didn't realize was that part of the bag had torn and wrapped around my dick like an anaconda.
Okay.
And had cut all the circulation off to my penis. My dick was like literally almost black.
Really?
Which is a pretty good thing. Sent a couple pics to my ex. But what I didn't realize, it was killing all the joy that was inside my dick by killing off the nerves. So now I've got like Peyronie's dick.
What
Like
does
where
that
it's
mean?
like curved and like...
So you broke your dick by fucking a cup.
Yes, and so now I see that this is a huge liability for us since we went into business together. My dick has not been the same ever since.
How so?
It's literally like broken. It's like pointing that way, like towards your mouth, exactly towards your mouth.
Of course.
So now, ever since then, I haven't done it again, but my dick won't go back to normal. It's now curved and bent.
Well, it's only been a few days. Maybe it just needs time to heal.
I don't know if it's going to, dude. I might have done some serious internal damage to my penis by fucking a cup.
Are you going to go see someone about that?
I was going to see a Bella Danger to see if there's any way I could sue her.
Sure.
Because honestly, if you really want to get into it, it is her fault.
Well, hear me out. What if you repeat the same unfortunate event, but you go in the other direction?
Do you think I could reverse it? Like
Or maybe-
Superman going around the planet?
Yes, yeah, backwards. Maybe you could undo the damage that you've done.
Are you trying to get my dick to fall off, dude?
No.
Is that what you want? Because
Although
there's too
for
much
my
competition.
safety, that would probably be the best
Yeah.
course of action for everyone involved. There's no creams or devices that you can wear.
No, believe me, dude. I put so much cream on this fucking thing. I've even put butter. I've put mustard on it. I've put salsa on it. I've tried everything. Have you ever gone to a water park?
I went to one in Florida the first time I went there when I was like 8.
Yeah.
And I wandered off and my parents were in a panic and they couldn't find me.
And they found you at the bottom of the pool?
I wasn't missing long. I was in such trouble that I wasn't allowed to go to Disney World that night.
Oh my God.
I had to stay in the hotel room.
They left you in a hotel room by yourself?
No, my stepfather at the time stayed in the hotel with me.
Oh,
And my mom took my siblings to Disney to see the Electric Light Parade
Without you?
without me.
Now, do you think it was that your stepfather got a good gander of your keister during the day at the water park?
Sure,
And then he was
probably,
like,
right.
you know what? We should just not let him go.
Yeah.
He should stay here with me in the hotel room.
It's funny that you say that because we played water park.
In the hotel room.
Yeah.
So right there, dude, that sounds kind of gay.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
was
sure
8.
it
Could I
doesn't
be
matter. I'm
gay at
pretty
age
sure.
8?
Could you be gay at age 8?
Aren't I still asexual really at age 8?
I don't know. The ones I talk to, I always ask them if they're gay, and they just look at me weird. So I don't even know if they know what it is. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that you were taken advantage of. That is my guilty pleasure, watching Pakistanis get electrocuted by trains.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it's really, you got to check it out. So they're all riding the top of the trains like illegally and
Sure.
not paying for a ticket. And then some dummy always grabs onto the railing
Oh, I see.
and get electrocuted and fall off.
Got it.
Usually what happens is the train cuts them in half,
Sure.
and then half of their body is still alive.
Right.
It's usually the top half, not the bottom half isn't
Sure.
alive anymore, but
Yeah.
usually it's the top half.
Right.
And it's still wiggling around and stuff.
Twitching.
Yeah, and everybody's just there with their cell phones like,